Now, the reason why this in theory works is because if you have, the reason why this works in theory, because if you have some water here, then at any given depth, x depth, sorry, it's hard to like film this and like write. So at any given depth, x, the pressure, the psi, will be the weight of that column of water. So whatever this weight of water is, that's what it'll be if at, let's say, a window. Let's say you have like that opening that I have here. The pressure right there will be this column of water. So in this case, it'll be that column of water right there. By the way, I showed this, an equivalent drawing of this to Grok with no explanation of what it was other than something similar to this, maybe a little bit more written up, but it was able to figure out what this does and that it does move and that it doesn't break any laws of thermodynamics because things break down, things need to be replaced, things get hot, yada yada yada. Anyways, so with this, the tower, the column of water is what the pressure is. So with a circular design, there's a buoyancy force on the left side here that is more force than the pressure here at the bottom. So there's a pressure at the bottom here that wants to push this tube that way. However, the force of buoyancy on the left side is greater than that, so it would make this turn. So if we can imagine this thing, let's say this thing doesn't have any water, then, and it's put right here, then it's just going to balance, right? So if you have water on this side, then there's a buoyant force, there's an imbalance of force on the left side. So any water that wants to come out through here, the forces can be counteracted with other mechanisms, seals, or you can actually put a gear on it and extract force from there and still conceal that from that opening from leaking water into the other side. So it just continues to roll at a steady pace. It doesn't increase. This thing doesn't increase or get faster. It's at a fixed rate. It's important to note that. It doesn't just keep getting more and more. It's not perpetual in that it increases like that. It's just steady with the force of gravity and the buoyancy forces from that. So, which are dependent on the fluid as well and the whatever you're using for the buoyancy tube. But that's a quick explainer. Explainer. That's a quick explanation of why that works, or it in theory should work.